hips tick tock when I dance. On that demon time, she might start her OnlyFans. Big B and that B stand for bands. If you wanna see some real baby, here's your chance. I say left cheek, right cheek, drop it low and swing. Texas up in this thing, put you up on this game. I be parking my frame, gang, 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 gang. If you don't jump to put jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain. Please don't give me hype. Write my name in ice. Can't argue with these lazy basics, I just raise my price. I'm a boss, I'm a leader. I pull up in my two-seater, and my mama was a savage. Got this here from Tina, I'm a savage. Yeah.
Classy, bougie, ratchet. Yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty. Yeah. Acting stupid, what's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage. Yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty. Yeah. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? What's happening? Like Beyonce, like me. He wanna like the stallion with the knees. He be like, damn, how that thing moving in the jeans. Ay, even D4L couldn't do it like me, like me.
Ooh, I got this body ready just for you. Girl, I hope you don't catch me messing around with you. Talking to myself in the mirror like, sit through my boo.
I need a mop to clean the floors, too much drip. Ooh, I keep a knot, I keep a watch, I keep a whip. Ooh, let's play a game. Simon says I'm still in check. Ay, I'm still in black. Yeah, I'm a savage. Yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty. Yeah. Acting stupid, what's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage. Yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty. Yeah. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? What's happening?
Alright, they asking for the queen to buy some cameras in here. I'm a bad bitch, a savage, no comparison here. I'ma flip my hair and look back while I twerk in the mirror. All this money in a room, think some scammers in here. I'm coming straight up out that third. Whip the whip like I stirred it. Wood grain, we swerving, keeping his mind all on these curves. Coop fly like a bird, cold on him like birds. Always keep my word, no I don't do crosswords. Sell you in a writing like them hot girls, them hits. I hop this hit the way I hopped up and slid. I pop my lip, now watch me pop up again. I mop the float, now watch me sweep up these M's.
I'm savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Acting stupid, what's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? What's happening?
I'm a savage. It's the stallion and the bee. H-Town.
The number one hit music station, Q1075, Laddie, Lucky, and Hope in the morning.
73 in Memphis, partly cloudy right now, getting up to 90, 7:15. We'll see some rain late tonight.
Coming up at 7:35, it's Ask the Q. If you have any questions or need some advice, you can email us at asktheq@q1075.com. But right now, give us a ring, 375-1075. In a relationship, does your partner's past matter?
No.
Yeah,
It shouldn't.
Yeah, not one iota does it matter. And here's the thing, sometimes you're dating somebody and then you find out later about their past. You know, like
Right.
like everything's clicking, everything's great, and don't let that change you, you know, because you find out something about your partner, you know, that really shouldn't change the dynamic of the relationship.
Well, you wouldn't want to be judged by your past either, because I know for me, it's like, that made me who I am. You know, my past mistakes and my past
Right.
relationships have taught me so much about myself and how to be in a relationship that it shouldn't matter. Whatever I did, if I cheated or if I lied to them, you know, like I learned from that and now I'm trying to make things better, you know?
See, I agree and I don't agree. I agree with the fact that, like, my past made me who I am. Everything that I have done has made me who I am, and I'm not going to change anything on that.
Yeah.
Right? It's a fact. But then again, and anyone who I date or whatnot, I'm not worried about their past when it comes to that kind of stuff. You are who you are and what you've done. But then again, if it's like, well, hold on a second. Well, you did this in this relationship and this in this relationship. And it's like, ooh, are you going to repeat it in my relationship? Now, I'm not talking about what kind of music you listen to or if you were in a certain situation or whatnot. But, you know, hey, it's kind of like, does it matter just a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, another situation too you have to consider is if you want to keep this person around, even though they have, kind of a troubled past, maybe they're doing some of the same stuff still. So that's something to consider.
Right.
Maybe they're still cheating,
I
every
feel
once
like
in a
you
while.
definitely need to keep your eye out for things. I mean, be weary of what they did in the past if you have red flags or whatnot.
Right.
But
I mean, you sit there dating somebody like 3 months in the relationship, you found out they had a meth house. You're like, wait, what happened?
Well, hey, they got that. They got that out of their system. You know what? I know that's kind of like, representative of like, that's really, really, really bad and stuff like that. But
Right.
whatever it is,
to
you
check
can
this
give
out.
them a pass. You can give them a pass. Whatever it is, it's in the past.
Do you watch the show? I know you do. 90 Day Fiance.
yes.
Okay, so we were watching that show, and this guy, he's from Knoxville, and he ended up going over to Russia to meet this girl, whatever. The whole time he's talking about his past. He didn't tell her about his past. Then finally, while he's there with her mom, he says, I have to tell you before we move on to this relationship. And he was like, I was in prison for selling drugs for X amount of years. Now, all of a sudden, she's like, well, hold on, dude. You didn't tell me this. You told me you had 2 children who were like age of over 16 years old. I get that. But you didn't tell me you went to prison.
Yeah, but I'm
so
telling
that changed the whole game.
I'm
though.
telling you right now, though. What's the difference? I'm telling you now versus when we first met. What's the difference? We know each other a little bit better now, so maybe it's a little bit easier for me to say now,
Right.
Because we kind of go way back.
I feel
We've been
like-
talking for 90 days.
That's right.
I feel like that's
right.
totally different. Like cheating, and I guess it just depends on what it is, because prison is way like different than just cheating on someone.
But I'm saying, I mean, the past is the past. The past doesn't have to be
Yeah.
about a past in a relationship, a past in this. It's just, does it matter in a relationship? And I think it does.
Well, Hope, I'm glad you mentioned cheating. I was trying to say something a little bit earlier that to piggyback off what you were saying, Laddie, that if you're a cheater, you're always a cheater. And look, if you really like this person and you know that maybe they do have a tendency to cheat, maybe they just go rogue sometimes, they have no self-control.
Right.
You got to understand that you're going to put them in tempting situations. You just have to keep an eye on them. If you want to keep them in your life, you want to keep them around, you just have to understand that you're not going to be able to trust them in situations.
So why would you want to be in a
said-
relationship
Yeah.
like that?
Look, here's the thing. I don't know. Maybe they make you feel on fire. You have a great relationship with them. You can't describe it. You can't explain it. But you have something very special
Right.
when you're
right.
together. And for some crazy reason, maybe you want to keep that around in your life. So you just have to understand that if you're going to send them off somewhere, you got to keep tabs on them. You got to keep it. You got to keep a look at them because you know their past. And you can't trust them.
So in the show, he tells her, then all of a sudden, they've been talking for years. He proposes. She says no. She says, no, your past has bothered me so much. Dude, I can't. He comes back to America. 2 weeks later, or a week later, she flies to America because she really wanted to be with him. So at that point, his past didn't matter to her. But then again, right then and there, when it initially happened and she found out about it, she was like, dude, I can't do it anymore.
There's a fresh wound. I mean, she just picked it up.
Absolutely right. So it gets that question. What about you? 375-1075 in a relationship. Does your partner's past matter?
Q1075, keeping you updated on the coronavirus pandemic on the radio, online, and on our app at Q1075.
I don't want this night to end. It's closing time, so leave with me again. Yeah, you got all my love to spend. Oh, let's find a place where happiness begins. We're gonna dance in my living room, slave to the way you move. Hurts when I'm leaving you. Hey, just dance in the living room, love with an attitude, drunk to an 80s groove. Hey, we're gonna dance in my living room, slave to the way you move. Hurts when I'm leaving you. Hey, dance in the living room, love with an attitude, drunk. It's only you, and you know that it's real. So why would you fight or try to deny the way that you feel? Oh, baby, can't fool me. Your body's got other plans, so stop pretending you're shy. Just come on and dance, 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 dance. Oh.
The number one hit music station, Q1075. Laddie, Lucky, and Hope in the morning.
We don't see nice days like this very often. It's 73, partly cloudy, getting up to 90 in Memphis, 723.
Coming up at 7:35, it is Ask the Q. If you have any questions or concerns or need some advice, you can email us at asktheq@q1075.com. We should actually have Lawyer Bill on today because this one looks like it might be going to legal stuff.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but right now at 375-1075. In a relationship, does your partner's past matter?
Thanks for chiming in on the Q1075 stream. Amy is weighing in. She goes, yes, it does, but then it really doesn't matter. The past will cause people to have triggers in their present. So knowing those, you can help the person continue to grow. If something happens, you are not blindsided with it either when you know their past.
I like that.
Yeah, that's true. Good job.
I just feel like I wouldn't want to be judged off of my past, and so I'm going to give someone the benefit of the doubt, you know?
Right.
Give them a chance. I mean, who knows? They might, have learned from that. 375-1075. Hey, Q, who's this? Q, hello, who's this? Hey, can you turn your radio down a little bit? Q, hello, who's this?
My name is Fernando.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What you think?
Well, first I want to say how y'all doing this morning.
Well, how are you doing this morning? Good to see you.
I'm doing good since I'm listening to your radio station every day.
Hey, Fernando, we got to ask you a very important question here. In a relationship, does the past matter? Like, if you're in a relationship with somebody, does their past matter?
I would say that, well, not a lot of people think the same, but in my opinion, I would say that it shouldn't matter. Like I've been telling my friends and other people, the past is the past. The only thing we got to focus on is on the future and live the present. Because, if we live the present, then, we're going to be preparing ourselves for our future and not let those past affect us. Whatever happened in the past, it happened. Like, we don't have a time machine to go back in the time, back in the past and,
Exactly.
Well,
I like the way you think. That's how I kind of feel about this situation. Like, I can't go back and change what I did,
Right.
but I
Yeah.
can learn from it,
Well-
and I can make it better.
Yeah, we don't have a time
Like,
machine yet.
I know we've been, we've been hurt. We've been too much pain in the past for the things that happened to us. And, we've been going through depression and everything. But I just want to say that don't let the past affect y'all. And don't let your partner past affect you either. If y'all two love each other, y'all should promise each other to never let nothing or nobody stop y'all from being together and loving each other. Because if you lose the person who you really love and the person who really loves you, once you lose them, there's no way to get them back. If they decide not to go back with you, because you decide to reject them the first time and not accept them for who they are. But
Yeah.
if you decide to fight for the love for each other and, fight for our future together,
Yeah,
then keep on fighting for it. Because nothing matters more than the love for each other.
Fernando, but at the same time, if you love something, set it free, and if it comes back to you, it's yours.
God.
Right?
Lucky with the
it's only a
inspirational
boomerang.
quote.
You got to remember that.
Boomerang.
No, don't listen to those type of things. Like, once you let it go, it never comes back. Trust me,
Okay.
I did it one time, and it did not come back.
Okay, all
Hey,
right.
thanks, Fernando.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate
Have
it,
a
man.
great day.
Thanks.
Have a great one. Appreciate
Thank you,
that.
man. Hey, you know what? We should ask him what he's doing at 6:35 because Hope, that was pretty good stuff he had right there.
Yeah.
Fernando's quote.
That was very nice.
Fernando's quote or Hope's quote. I don't know which sounds better.
I don't know.
Maybe he can come up here at 6:35
I'm gonna
with
call
us
it a
as well.
Check this out.
The number one hit music station.
Q1075.
We're in the home stretch of the hard times. We took a hard left, but we're alright. Yeah, life sure can try to put love to it, but we built this right. So nothing's ever gonna move it when the bones are good. The rest don't matter. Yeah, the pain could peel, the glass could shatter. Let it rain, 'cause you and
a dumb luck. But baby, you and I can't even mess it up. Though we both try, no, it don't always go the way we planned it. But the wolves came and went, and we're still standing. When the bones are good, the rest don't matter. Yeah, the pain could peel, the glass could shatter. Let it rain, 'cause you and I remain the same. And there ain't a crack in the foundation. Baby, I know when it's gone, we're facing. We'll go right over while we stay put. The house don't fall when the bones are good. When the bones are good. Bones are good, the rest don't really matter. Pain could peel the glass, the glass could shatter.
Q1075.
Turn the hits up.
I'm not horny.
Hi, this is Harry Styles.
Yo, it's Billie Eilish.
Number one hit music station.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in darker, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Yeah, hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, 'cause there is no way you're round it. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in darker, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, some days you wake up and nothing works, you feel surrounded. Gotta give your feet some gravity to get you grounded. Keep good things inside your ears just like the waves and sound it. And just say whatever, 'cause there is no way you're grounded. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in darker, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in darker, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Q.
Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart?
Q.
I know we're fucked up. I'm just a little
107.5.
Brides, get out of the house and plan your I do at the Drive-Thru Wedding Show. It's all for a good cause. Q1075's Laddie and 23 top wedding experts will be there to help you plan your wedding. Decorate your car, bring the girls, and drop off cans of food to help the Mid-South Food Bank. We'll help plan your I do at the Drive-Thru Wedding Show, Sunday, June 14th from 12:30 to 3 at the Hilton Memphis parking lot. Go to WeHelpBrides.com for more information.
At Walgreens, we know summer may look a little different this year. That's why we've made it easier to enjoy the moments you do make with new ways to shop. With shop online and pick up in our drive-thru, or quick same-day delivery on select items with Postmates, you can keep summer going. This week, find great deals like select varieties of Nice Brand nuts for $3.99 and all 12-pack soda buy 2 get 1 free. Walgreens. Offers valid with card while supplies last. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See Walgreens.com for details.
M-Town traffic update.
Traffic really getting slowed down, low down over here. Paving work. It's because of the paving work. I-40 between Highway 59, exit 35, Stanton Road, TN 222, exit 42. And we got a crash investigation still taking place at Park Avenue at Haines Street. And bridge repairs slowing things down at I-40 at Highway 59, exit 35. Running Man Traffic anytime. Download the Q1075 app.
And coming up in 3 minutes, it is Ask the Q. Ooh, no, the lawyer might need to be involved in this one.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain. When I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name. Cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Hey. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Hey, hey. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost. And I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feel like an ember and it's lighting up the dark. I'll carry these torches for you, and you know I'll never drop. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Memories bring back your.
The number one hit music station, Q1075, Laddie, Lucky, and Hope in the morning.
It's very nice. It's 7:38, and it should be nice at this hour. It's 75, getting up to 90, partly cloudy in the great city of Memphis.
Coming up in just a second, we'll get into it, is Ask the Q. But all morning long, we've been asking, what TV shows would you like to see that come back? Either if they're canceled or they just ended. What do you got?
Yeah, I think there's one correct. There are a lot of great answers, but there's one that stands at the top. Everybody knows what it is. Everybody already knows what it is.
I don't know what this is.
Don't pretend like you don't know what this is.
All right,
Hope.
you're fired again.
She's pretending. There's no way you don't know what this is.
I do not.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Oh, I never thought that was that funny.
What?
Oh, she's joking. You're being funny. What are you talking
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't think it was funny.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
That's sad. Sad day.
But I like the humor in that though. It was really good, man. And the characters were awesome, you know?
Absolutely.
George was my favorite, I think.
Please don't forget about George Costanza. That's the man right there. Look at Kramer, Elaine.
I'm going to have to go with one of my favorites, Sex and the City.
Sex in the City?
Yes.
Didn't they make a movie about that?
They made like 3 movies about it.
But they won't bring the show
But
back?
they won't bring the show back.
Can we please bring the show back?
Well, I guess like Carrie Bradshaw and another one of the girls don't get along. Or
Yeah. I forgot who it was, but anyways, we'll get back to that a little later on. But right now it is Ask the Q. Hey, if you need some advice or if you have a question, you can email us at asktheq@q1075.com. It says, "Hey guys, I love the show and I listen every single day, but I do have a question. I just bought my first house and I love it. Last week I got my house painted. Yay! Well, yesterday when I was walking around the back of the house, I noticed that the painters didn't paint the back trim of the house. So I called them and I told them that didn't finish, and he's like, yeah, we did finish. So I took a picture and I sent it to them. And I said, hey, it's not finished. And he says, oh, well, if you want us to come back out there, you're going to owe us more money. And she said, no. We discussed this 2 days before you started working on the house, that you're going to paint the whole house and this is the cost. And then he says, no. So what do I do? Do I keep calling them to get their help? Should I get a lawyer involved? I really don't know what to do. This is my first house and I don't want to be gypped. It's from Brandy, 28 years old.
Brandy, I feel like you need to call Lawyer Bill. That is ridiculous.
He'll help you.
Yeah, get a lawyer, sue them, make them come paint the house.
Hang on one second. Did we discuss it, though? Did we discuss everything? You got to be very specific. Make sure you write everything down. Sometimes that's not implied, that the trim is getting associated with the entire house. That's like a different... it's a different category altogether, right? I mean, it's a different section of the house. And look, you guys agree on a price. That might be more money. But look, make sure you got your notes down. You know, make sure everyone's writing everything down. And at the same time, also maybe have some additional work for the painter down the road to entice them to keep working for you, to stay around.
Them to do their job better?
Well, no, I mean, just so they'll come back. I mean, you know, you may have got some recommendations from them, but if you don't know anything about them, give them some incentive to come back and say, hey, also the shed's probably going to need some work down the road, so we might need you for that until we finish this one right here. So you got to make sure everything's accounted for, make sure everything's written down.
You can, why don't you
That's why you do a contract.
See, that's the whole thing. You should call us tomorrow for Ask Lawyer Bill. That's going to be going on at 7:30. That's what you really need to do. And you ask him, because we're not lawyers. I think you need to get someone involved, because when you're sitting there and you call somebody up to do like either maintenance in your yard or at your house, you don't sign that contract right then and there. You just talk about it. Hey, what's going on? Well, you need to take care of this, take care of that. But if you're doing the side of the trim of the house, that's part of the house. If you're getting the house painted, and that's part of it,
Well, I feel like if
it should
you're
have done that.
a good business person, then you would have a contract and you would make these people sign it. You know?
That's called a quote, a different type of quote than you do, Hope, but that's what it's called. Hey, look, we're going to do this, and they'll basically go on out there and they'll write it up saying we're going to do X, Y, and Z, and it's going to cost you A, B, and C, and that's what it is. So you have it taken care of.
You know, at the same time, though, I mean, also consider that this is just like a small section that's remaining. I bet you could sweet talk the painter to come back out and just get that done. Like Lawyer Bill mentions a lot of the time, sometimes it's just relationships with your, whoever you're working with here. Just talk to them and see if they'll come back out. Maybe you do have some more work for them down the road.
Right.
And you say, come on, can we just finish the trim? Like, we're almost done. We're like 95% done. Let's just knock it out, and we'll get you some more work down the road.
So you could do that. That's a really good idea. Then pay them a little bit for that, what they're going to have to pay, and then pay them a little bit more to do something else. There you
Absolutely.
go. Hey, take care of those bushes, too, while you're out here, guys, as well. If you have any questions or need some advice, you can email us. We're at asktheq@q1075.com.
Q1075.
Yo, it's Billie Eilish.
This is Post Malone.
Hey guys, it's Selena Gomez.
The #1 hit music station, custom designed for Memphis.
catch my breath right quick. He ain't never seen it in a dress like this. He ain't never even been impressed like this. Probably why I got him quiet on the set like zip. Like it, love it, need it, bad. Take it, own it, steal it, fast. The boy stop playing, grab my ass. Why you acting like you shy? Shut it, save it, keep it, push it. Why you beating round the bush and knowing you want all this woman? Never knock it till you try it out. All of them saying I have you with me. All of my saying you mad committed. Really to anybody you had them pretty. All of the body I need out. Didn't have to moan it, keeping me in the moment. I bet you had known it. Why don't you say so? Didn't even notice your punches got to roll it. You got to keep it focused. You wanna say so? Didn't have to moan it, keeping me in the moment. I bet you had known it. Why don't you say so? Didn't even notice your punches got to roll it. You got to keep it focused. You wanna say so?
Can't keep up with all the haps in Hollywood? Don't worry. The Q lives for it. E on the Q.
I mean, pretty much the only thing about celebrities is there was a bunch load of them on Vanderpump Rules reunion last night, Hope.
Oh, yeah? How was it?
Dude, let me tell you something. We should talk about that for like an hour and a half, so buckle down, everybody.
There's not enough time.
No, there's never enough time to talk about it. It was pretty good. It was the reunion, and they did it all through Zoom. And I love it because as soon as they start, they go, hey, how's everybody doing? Great. Oh, by the way, remember when you said this about this person? And then here's the clip and it shows it?
So it's like no lying, nothing. You can't go back on it.
Right, but remember this year they added like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 to 5 new characters on the show, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
Or I guess new employees of the restaurant. And so now it was more drama. And of course, Jax is always a train wreck. Stassi finally got engaged this year. And, you know, hey.
Finally.
Yeah, and maybe Tom Schwartz is going to quit making out with people, because he's been married for years. So
right.
I think you got to stop sooner or later, Tom.
So did you like all of the new cast members?
I kind of do. I don't like the Charlie girl.
I don't either.
Danielle's okay. What about the guys? Did you like Max?
I like Max. I didn't like Brent.
Brent, he's kind of.
No one likes
Yeah.
Brent, but why did you like Max so much? Like, what was so good about Max?
Because he's cute.
He's a player. He's a player. He's a pimp. And let me tell you something, Hope.
But he's so fun to look at.
Well, I mean, that's all I knew. But look.
But Brent's got a good look, too, though.
They're all good-looking people, right? But thing about Max is that he's the general manager of the restaurant, Tom Tom. And so, anyways, I think this dude, he can run that show eventually. Yep. He just got to admit that he's a player. And once he admits that to everybody, because he admitted last night he hooked up with somebody else there, Hope.
What?
Yeah. Can I say real quick?
Oh, fine.
Can I tell you real quick?
Yeah, tell me.
So he hooked up with Dana and Sheena, right? And then all of a sudden, Andy Cohen was like, "Did you hook up with anybody else?" He's like, "Yes, Kristen."
What?
Yes, he hooked up with Kristen. Can you believe that?
Oh, my God.
She DVR'd this, laddie.
I'm telling you, dude, look, she probably hooked up with everybody in West Hollywood anyway, but now she added Max to the list. Yeah, now that's crazy.
I'm shooketh.
Yeah, I know, dude. She's a bad train wreck.
Wow. Okay. Well,
all right, get back.
Speaking of reality TV, Khloe Kardashian doesn't have time for any of the critics. So you know how she posted that selfie the other day for Darker Dew, and people were like, hey, you look so different.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't waste any time issuing a reply. She commented back and said, from my weekly face transplant, clearly. And fans are like applauding her for saying something like, clap back, Khloe, clap back.
So like she did get a bunch of work done.
No, I think
She
it's
looks
just like
different.
Like, she definitely edited the photo, and she's been working out. You know, she got a new hairdo.
Yeah,
some
dude.
makeup.
But doesn't she kind of look like a different person, though?
She does. I work out all the time, but my face doesn't change.
But when you lose weight, your face gets skinnier. You do change.
Dude.
I think she looks great, and I think people just need to leave her alone.
Yeah, I just think her eyes look completely different from what they did the day before. I mean, I don't know how that works, but you know,
Yeah.
hey, maybe
well,
she's on that Ryan
she might have gotten
Seacrest.
some Botox or something.
Right.
And Sarah Jessica Parker is being sued by her former shoe store manager. So she didn't get paid from 2018 to March of this year, is what she's saying. She was supposed to get overtime, saying she didn't do it, so she's suing the star and her business partner.
Does it have to come to that? Sarah Jessica Parker, she'll make it right.
I mean, if it's been 2 years and she
Yeah.
still hasn't gotten
Hey,
the money,
We
it's
all get
time.
busy. We all get busy.
Yeah, no.
But if it's overtime, then I guess, you know, I don't know. She's getting paid. Maybe this girl's kind of saying, you owe me because I stayed here 15 minutes every day for the past 2 years. Now you owe me for that.
Yeah, you got to include that.
I don't know. And that's E on the Q.
Hi, it's Lizzo here. It's really important that we all do our part to stay safe and stop the spread of the coronavirus. Stay 6 feet apart, wash your hands, and please stay home. We can get through this together. I love you. We will all be together soon, but in the meantime, music is always here for you on the radio. On Q1075 Memphis. And don't forget your smart speaker plays the radio at home too.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage. Making the right financial decisions has never been more important. When you turn to Rocket Mortgage, we can help guide you to those right decisions now when they matter most. Mortgage rates are near historic lows, so now is a great time to call 8338-ROCKET. And if you need some extra money, a cash-out refinance could give you that financial boost you're looking for. Call today at 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com to learn more.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Let's say you just bought a house. Bad news is, you're one step closer to becoming your parents. Soon you'll have a separate fridge in the basement where extra groceries are exiled forever. Remember that frozen lasagna? Of course you don't. It's been down there since 2008. Good news is, it's easy to bundle home and auto through Progressive and save on your car insurance. Piece of cake. Behind the lasagna, it's very old. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Summertime is fishing time, and if you're fishing for some real Cajun seafood, get hooked. At Red Hook Cajun Seafood and Bar, 2844 New Brunswick Road near Wolf Chase Mall. Red Hook is a Louisiana legend featuring all your Cajun favorites. Crawfish, king crab, blue crab, clams, oysters, catfish, po' boys, and more. Choose from combos, fried, baked, or broiled, with daily specials offered every day. Stop fishing around and head to the one place for real Cajun food in the Mid-South. That's Red Hook Cajun Seafood and Bar, just off I-40 and Highway 64 at 2844 New Brunswick Road. Be there. Re-grand opening celebration Saturday, June 6th for all-day drink specials. Plus, Red Hook's weekend food special featuring 1 lobster tail, 1/2 pound of shrimp, and a 1/2 pound of snow crab for just $26.99. Like them on Facebook at Red Hook Wolf Chase and receive 10% off your meal. Join Joe Mack and the Q1075 crew at 5 and get hooked on prize giveaways too. That's Saturday, June 6th for the Red Hook Cajun Seafood and Bar Wolf Chase re-grand opening.
M-Town traffic update.
The paving work that we're looking at is really slowing some things down out here. Traffic's down to one lane at I-40, I-55 East between I-55 North Split, exit 277, and I-55 South Split, exit 279B. And the paving work over here is not much better. I-40 between Highway 59, exit 35, Stanton Road, TN 222, exit 42. Also got that crash investigation still taking place. Park Avenue at Haynes Street, and bridge repairs. I-40 at Highway 59, exit 35. For on-demand traffic anytime, download the Q1075 app.
And coming up at 8 o'clock, what invention should be invented?
Q1075 is taking your playlist. Slide into our DM.
At Q1075.
Hey, it's Dua Lipa. This is Adam Levine of Maroon 5. I'm Niall Horan.
The #1 hit music station.
Me and Kurt feel the same. Too much pleasure is pain. My girl spites me in vain. All I do is complain. She needs something to change. Need to take off the ass. So get all tonight. And don't tell me to shut up when you know you talk too much. to say. I want you out of my head. I want you out of my bedroom tonight. There's no way I can save you, 'cause I need to be saved too. I'm no good at goodbyes. We're both acting insane, but you're stubborn to change. Now I'm drinking again, 80 proof in my veins, and my fingertips stained. Looking over the ash. Don't quit me tonight. Say you needed this hard, then you got it. Turns out that it wasn't what you wanted, and we wouldn't let go, and we lost it. Now I'm a goner. I want you out of my head. I want you out of my bedroom tonight. There's no way I can save you, 'cause I need to be saved too. I'm no good at goodbyes.
I want you out of my life. I want you back here tonight. I'm trying to you know. I wanna you and dice you. My heart is possessive. It got you precise. Can you not turn off the TV? I'm watching it fight. I flooded garage. Blue diamond on shop. You pop it like dog. His nigga Minaj. You don't need a key to drive. Your car on a charger. I just wanna see the side. The one that's unbothered. And I don't want you to never go outside. I promise if they play my side. I'm better to but still riding.
I want you out of my head. I want you out of my bedroom tonight. There's no way I can save you, 'cause I need to be saved too. I'm no good at goodbyes. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I'm no good at goodbyes. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I'm no good at goodbyes.
Laddie, Lucky, and Hope in the morning on Q107.5.
If you don't wanna see me, did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't
sunshine.
This is the world famous WHBQ
FM.
Germantown, Memphis.
Time to wake up.
It's the Q Morning Show
On Q107.5.
Good morning, Memphis. Good morning, Lucky. Good morning, Hope.
Good morning.
Good morning, Laddie. It was raining for a second back there. I think that's out of the system, though. 75, getting up to 90, 801 in Memphis.
Coming up at 8 o'clock, what invention should be invented? I mean, that's pretty easy. It's a Hostess cupcake dispenser for me. That's pretty much what it is. Hands down. But right now, it's the Q on this date at 8. And we're going to take you back in time to June 3rd when George W. Bush was president. If you were a Star Wars fan, then you were probably watching the #1 movie that day, which was Star Wars Episode 3, The Return of the Sith. Really good. And if you were like me playing video games, you were probably playing Dark Watch, The Curse of the West. Really good game, by the way. But on this date, June 3rd, you were listening to the #1 song in the country. It's Mariah Carey, We Belong Together, and the year was 2005. #1 hit music station, Q107.5. Laddie, Lucky, and Hope in the morning.
75 in Memphis, getting up to 90, 805. Were you singing in that song right there?
I was. I was.
It's a good one.
I love that song.
2005 was a good year, man. Don't play. Coming up here in just a minute, 375-1075. What invention should be invented? We'll definitely get to that. But also, all morning long, what we've been talking about is what TV shows do you want to see come back? And there's tons of them out there.
So many.
And, you know, George said Freaks and Geeks on the Q107.5 chat. Have y'all ever seen that show?
I haven't.
How is that?
The lineup in the show, like the cast is awesome. Seth Rogen's in it. What's his buddy who he does all the movies with? James Franco was in it.
James Franco.
The guy from How I Met Your Mother.
The tall guy?
The tall guy. What's his name? Nobody can remember his name. But anyways, he's in it. The whole cast is great, and they only did one season of it.
Really?
Yeah, but it was really good. It's about high
Wow.
schoolers in the 70s.
That's a surprise. This one season. Wow.
It was really good.
High schoolers in the 70s doing some big things over there.
Right, and Judd Apatow, he was the director, and he's directed a whole bunch of good films around here. So it's a really good show. I wish that could come back.
That's good, but I think Clint and Christina would agree that it's no Suits. You know, they want to bring Suits back. Talking to us on the Q1075
Oh,
stream.
yeah.
Never seen that either.
Yeah, you know, I don't know about that one, but yeah, it's probably a classic because they want to bring it back.
Yeah, I've seen Suits. Suits is a good one too.
235-1075 on the text line. Jill wants to see Married with Children come back.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a classic right there. One of the greatest theme songs ever as well.
Hey, Hope, who sings this?
Am I supposed to know this?
This is your group. They redid it.
They redid it. Who sings this, Hope? Frank Sinatra.
That's your dude.
Fired again.
That's your dude. This is a theme
I'm the
song.
worst.
This is one of the greatest shows of all time, though. Al Bundy, Polk
Al.
High School. He threw more touchdowns in that one game than anybody has.
Who's his wife? Peggy?
Peggy Bundy. Yeah.
Peggy Bundy. Yeah.
And what were the kids' name? Bud.
remember. Yeah,
Bud was
Bud,
the son,
Bud,
and then Kelly.
I think so.
It was Kelly. Kelly Bundy. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Christine Applegate.
Such a good show.
That was really good. Really good one.
Thanks for texting that in. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you can let us know at 375-1075. But also, look, if there's an invention out there that hasn't been invented, what is it? And it's the Hostess cupcake dispenser for my house.
That would be yours.
That's what you're going with?
Is it like wall mounted?
Yes, it really
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Okay, so here's the idea. I've thought about this, and it doesn't have to be for just Hostess cupcakes, but it's a wall mount that basically goes from your kitchen area, and it goes through like your, I guess, the structure of your house into any kind of room, and you just press the button. It's like kind of like a vending machine does, you know?
It has to be just for Hostess cupcakes. Come on, it's got to be custom fitted to the cupcake.
Oh, it'd be
It's cupcake shape.
fantastic. You could probably do anything, maybe a bag of chips, maybe like a drink or something like that. But dude, if I would use it for Hostess cupcakes and I'd have them in every single room.
What would be even cooler is if you had like it connected to an outside like mailbox so that Amazon Prime can just like bring it and like refill it.
See, I like the way your head's at.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey, even better, why don't I just go to Sam's and Sam has it directed to my house?
Now, Laddie, you know you take great joy in picking out the Hostess cupcake. You don't want to get dented. You know, sometimes those boxes got dents in the side, and you like to carefully make sure you get the right
right.
Hostess cupcakes.
That's right.
Did you say you want one in every room of your house? Did I hear that?
I could do that because remember we were talking about Back to the Future the other day? Back to the Future 2, they had a lot of cool inventions like the hoverboard.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff like that. And then remember the pizza, the little pizza they put into the microwave
Oh,
and it
yeah.
expanded to
That's
like the really big size?
It got hydrated or something.
Yes, like there's so many good inventions, but I'm telling you, nothing beats the Hostess cupcake dispenser, dude.
That's going to be tough to beat.
Oh.
375-1075, the greatest invention that hadn't been invented yet. What is it?
Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen, cooking up, cut your own bread. Heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Shout out to your mom and dad for making you. Staying in a vision, they did a great job raising you. When I create, you're my muse. The kind of smile that makes the news. Can't nobody throw shade on your name in these streets. Triple threat, you a boss, you a bank, you a beast. You make it easy to choose. You got a mean touch, I can't refuse. No, I can't refuse it. Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen, cooking up, cut your own bread. Heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Already passed, you don't need no approval. Good everywhere, don't worry about no refusal. Second to none, you got the upper hand now. Don't need a sponsor, no, you're the brand now. You're my rock, Colorado. Got that ring, just like Toronto. Love you now, a little more tomorrow. That's how I feel. Act like you know that you are. Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen, cooking up, cut your own bread. Whipping heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions.
No cap, no pretending, you don't need mentions. Got them saying goals, they don't wanna be independent. Tell them to mind your business, we in our feelings. It's 50 percentage. Attention, we need commitment. We gotta both admit it. It's funny, we both listen. It's a blessing, cause we both get it. You the best thing, and I don't need a witness. I'ma find me a ring and pray it's perfect fitted. Perfect.
Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. I will. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen, cooking up, cut your own bread. Heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions. That's all I plan to do.
The number one hit music station, Q1075, Laddie, Lucky, and Hope in the morning.
77 in Memphis, mostly cloudy. Getting up to 90. It's 8:13.
And just a heads up, I think we're getting some breakfast from our friends over at Stacks out in Germantown, guys.
Ayo.
You know, Stacks was a great invention.
Stacks is a great invention.
It's a great invention.
Absolutely right. Yeah, shout out Clint and Bryce over there. They're going to be jumping in a little bit. But yeah, what's the greatest invention that hasn't been invented yet? Like, what is it? You know?
Yeah. Stacks has already been invented. Yeah, that hasn't been invented yet.
Right.
That's
There's got to be some out there, right?
What would be yours, Lucky?
Okay, just y'all sit right there, and let me tell you, one of the greatest inventions that hadn't been invented yet, it's got to do with the license plate. All right, this is a new license plate. This is a new line of license plates we're talking about right here.
Okay.
They're like electronic or whatever. They got like a light system on it. You got a red or you got a green, okay? And here's the beautiful, beautiful concept of this invention. It's probably going to happen here in the next year or something like that. But if you got a red or a green on your license plate, that's what this thing's all about. People will, let me back up for a minute. If you're a bad driver, people will text in your license plate number to a particular app. And if 10 people text your license plate number to this app, you get a red on your license plate. Okay, so then everyone that sees you know, hey, that's a bad driver. That is not a good driver because 10 people already texted that person's license plate in.
Hey, dude.
I kind of like that.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. Can I tell you that that's already been invented?
What?
Well, yeah, everything's already kind of been invented.
Yeah, it's called being a snitch.
Oh, yeah. So it hadn't really been. Okay, so we're back.
Actually, that's a great invention. That is a really good. It's like those. It's like the signs that say "How's my driving?"
Yeah,
and it leaves the phone number.
Absolutely. No, it's fantastic. Well, look, here's the thing, too. Like, it's not going to be red forever. It's going to be red forever. Look, if you don't get any text with your license plate, like in the next month, it's back to green.
Okay, so how does it work? How does it go for like, is it like a month? You have to get 10 in a month? And then you get
absolutely.
the ticket?
Yeah, because you're a bad driver. That merits a red little light on the back of your license plate. They're electronic, you know, and we can get this thing done.
light would be red all
Are
the
you
time.
kidding me? The whole city of Memphis, man.
It's so
385 is going to be a bunch of red-lighted license plates, and people are going to start taking new roads.
You should really invent that, Lucky.
Yeah, well, I already got a patent working on that thing.
Okay.
Even better, check this out. Let's go full circle. We can put it on the Q1075 app, and you know who the bad drivers, who the good drivers are. Look at that. There you go. Good job, Lucky. I like it.
I'm working on that.
Q1075 is taking your playlist. Slide into our DM.
At Q1075.
Hey guys, it's Halsey.
What's up, it's Shawn Mendes.
Hey, this is Taylor Swift.
Hello, it's Luis Capaldi here.
Hey, it's Lizzo, and you're listening to Q1075 Memphis.
My last made me feel like I would never try again, but when I I saw you, I felt something I never felt. Come closer, I'll give you all my love. If you treat me right, baby, I'll give you everything. My last made me feel like I would never try again, but when I saw you, I felt something I never felt. Come closer, I'll give you all my love. If you treat me right, baby, I'll give you everything. Talk to me, I need to hear you need me like I need you. Fall for me, I wanna know you feel how I feel for you, love. Before you, baby, I was numb, trying to pin by pouring up, speeding fast on the run, never wanna get caught up. Now you're the one that I'm calling, swore that I never forget. Don't think I'm just talking, I think I might go all in. No exceptions, girl, I need ya. I'm out of my mind, cause I can't get enough. Only one that I give my time, cause I got us for ya. Might make an exception for ya, cause I've been feeling ya. Think I might be out of my mind, I think that you're the one. My last made me feel like I would never try again, but when I saw you, I felt something I never felt. Come closer, I'll give you all my love. If you treat me right, baby, I'll give you everything. My last made me feel like I would never try again, but when I saw you, I felt something I never felt. Come closer, I'll give you all my love. If you treat me right, baby, I'll give you everything. Cause I'm sick of falling down. When I open up and give my trust, they find a way to break it down.
The number one hit music station, Q1075. Laddie, Lucky, and Hope in the morning.
Good morning, Laddie. 79 in Memphis. It's getting up to 90 today, 8:18.
All morning long, we've been talking about best TV shows that you'd want to see come back. Either they got canceled or whatnot. We have some people talking to us. The Big Bang Theory, that's still going on.
No, it's not.
It's not? Oh, okay. I'm just on season 1.
They
Never
need.
mind.
Yeah.
I don't
You
think
got a lot of
so.
seasons to watch, though.
I think they have like a spin-off show of Sheldon, though.
Yeah, Young Sheldon.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
good.
yeah. That's a great one. They ought to bring that one back.
The Wonder Years.
Oh,
Fred
my
Savage.
goodness.
That was good.
That was such a good one. It's great narration, too, the whole time.
George says WKRP in Cincinnati. Have y'all seen WKRP in Cincinnati?
No.
Okay, I have him on DVD. It's about the radio station. And anyways, since y'all work here we all work together. Dude, seriously,
Gotta
you
check it
will
out.
love that show. It's fantastic. We'll get into more of that later on. But right now at 375-1075, what invention isn't invented yet that you would like to see invented?
All right, I got a good one.
What is it?
A microwave that you can mute. You know, microwaves are loud. And whenever, like, you're looking for a late night snack, whatever, and you're trying to heat something up, and then it just goes beep, beep, beep. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm about to wake everyone in the house up, my roommates, whatever it might be. So a mute button where it doesn't beep or like anything. Doesn't make the loud sound whenever you're heating up your food.
I don't know if we can work on the heat sound because that's just the nature of a microwave.
I don't know.
But as far as the beeping goes, I think we can make that happen. We can get in the put our white lab coats on.
Actually, it's so funny. They already have that invented.
Do they really?
Yeah, it's called the oven. except for you can't put ramen noodles in the oven.
Well, there
no.
you go. You can't do that.
But the oven still beeps.
No, I agree. Yeah,
That's a good one. That can be so loud, especially if it's 2 a.m. You got people sleeping. You don't want to wake them up. Mute the microwave.
You know what? You know another thing? I know everything is censored, right? Like maybe sensors and stuff. I would love that to have like a shower that you just step into it and then it just kind of just goes. You don't have to like push any buttons or move anything or go hot to cold. You just go in there and you say hot and then it just censors as soon as you get in there.
It could be a little bit hot though. I mean, we don't know if the temperature's just right.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
Well, maybe. Hey, part of your invention, you can make sure the temperature's right.
I'll regulate the heat.
Get that heat regulation going. Hey, we got a text coming through 235-1075. Ralph, man, this is absolutely genius. Ralph wants a cheese drink. to be invented.
A cheese drink?
And you know what? I think you're onto something because I guess it solidifies or it becomes a solid, right? If it's not hot.
God.
I don't know about all that.
Get you a
Yeah, that
cheese.
sounds pretty gross.
I'd love to check out a cheese drink. Ralph, my man, that was beautiful. Thank you. 235-1075. Thanks for the text.
Wow, that's awesome.
Get you a cheese drink.
Yeah, I'm good on all that. You know what they need to bring back too?
What's that?
Clearly Canadian. They already brought it back, but they need to make more.
They got to do that. 375-1075. What invention hasn't been invented yet, but it ought to be invented? Who's this?
Sarah.
Sarah, what do you got? You got an invention?
So as a working mom, something I would love would be a washing machine on top of a dryer. But once it's done washing, drop straight into the dryer and dry.
That is so smart.
Genius.
I'm woken up for work, and I'm like, oh, my God, I'm running late. She has no clean clothes, and I'm a teacher, so we're going to summer camp. I'm like, crap, my bathing suit's not dry, my socks aren't dry, and I have to end up wearing, like, pants to work. But, yeah, something that's
Genius.
And whenever you leave your clothes in the wash for too long, it gets that, like, musky smell, you know?
We don't want that.
Well, you see that, especially in the wintertime. Like, I get up, and I'm like, oh, I washed my hoodie. It's going to be nice and warm. But now you're like, well, great, now I have no jacket because now it's foggy, and I got to wash it all over again. But, yeah, that's been, like, my dream invention. Like, if I go on Shark Tank, I'm going to bring y'all in on it.
I love it.
Hey, do you
I
have
love that.
Yeah, do you have a name for this invention?
Nothing yet, but let me know if y'all think of something.
Wash and drop.
Wash and drop. Cool. I'm buying the domain. I'm buying the domain right now.
Get that thing. We'll take the .net too. It doesn't matter.
.net.
Hey, thanks for calling. That was great. Appreciate it.
Have a good day.
You know what's so crazy? I actually invented something too.
What's that?
I really did. How much time we got? We got to get the time? Yeah, we got a little bit of time. Check this out. It's a towel holder that I invented, and you put it on either like your belt loop. So when I'm waiting tables and I was bartending, I could have my towel inside of this thing, right? And so anyways, I'd use that. Then I could take it off, put it on my golf clubs, and use it for my towel to wipe off my golf stuff. I even got a patent for this thing. You ready for the name?
What is it?
Towel tote.
Towel tote.
Towel tote. It's a game changer. Game changer.
I don't know. You could just be like my ex and put it in the back of your pocket pants.
And I'll call them jeans.
Hey, Laddie, we go.
Whatever it is.
Hey, we go way back, man. Can I get a towel tote?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Check it out.
Q1075 on your smart speakers at home. While you're practicing social distancing, stay informed. Stream Q1075.
I had a dream. I got everything I wanted, not what you think. And if I'm being honest, it might have been a nightmare to anyone who might care. Thought I could fly, so I stepped off the golden. Nobody cried. Nobody even noticed. I saw them standing right there. Kinda thought they might care. I had a dream. I got everything I wanted, but when I wake up I see you with me. And you say, as long as I'm here, no one can hurt you. Don't wanna lie here, but you can learn to. If I could change the way that you see yourself, you wouldn't wonder why they don't deserve you. I tried to scream, but my head was underwater. They called me weak, like I'm not just somebody's daughter. It could have been a nightmare, but it felt like they were right there. And it feels like yesterday was a year ago, but I don't wanna let anybody know, 'cause everywhere see you with me. And you say, as long as I'm here, no one can hurt you. Don't wanna lie here, but you can learn to. If I could change the way that you see yourself, you wouldn't wonder why they don't deserve you. If I knew it all, then would I do it again? Would I do it again? If they knew what they said would go straight to my head, what would they say instead? If I knew it all, then would I do it again? Would I do it again? If they knew what they said would go straight to my head, what would they say instead?
This is the Q Morning Show with Laddie, Lucky, and Hope on Q1075.
Toda la noche rompemos, al otro día volvemos. Tú sabes cómo lo hacemos, baby. Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend a dinero. We party to the extremo, baby. Toda la noche rompemos, al otro día volvemos. Tú sabes cómo lo hacemos, baby. Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend a dinero. We party to the extremo, 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 extremo.
Ritmo.
No son ni Reebok ni Sonai, nah. Sin estilista luzco fly. La Rosalía me dice que luzco guay. No te lo niego porque yo sé lo que hay. Lo que se ve no se pregunta. Yo te espero y tengo claro que es mi culpa. Como Canelo en el ring nadie me asusta. Vivo en mi oasis y la paz no me la tumba. Hakuna Matata como Timon y Pumba. Voy pa' leyenda así que dale zumba. Los dejo ciego con la vibra que me alumbra. Haters pa' la tumba, nosotros pa' la rumba. Toda la noche rompemos, al otro día volvemos. Tú sabes cómo lo hacemos, baby. Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend a dinero. We party to the extremo, baby. Toda la noche rompemos, al otro día volvemos. Tú sabes cómo lo hacemos, baby. Baby, tonight's like fuego. Extremo, 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 extremo.
Ritmo.
The rhythm, the rebel, styles upon styles upon styles, I got several. Born to be wild cause I live like a dead devil. Live it up, hit 'em up, that's a scenario. Tupac, I get around like a merry-go. Rooftop, I am on top of the pedestal. Flu shot, I am so sick I need medical. I learned that down in Mexico.
The rhythm, the rebel. New and improve, I be on a new level. That's how we do it, we building like Lego. Feel on a fire, you're dealing with fuego. Can't stop, I am addicted, I never